welcome to day 3. Today we're going to read the book about who should see what you're doing online. Chapter 1. Is someone watching? The internet is an important part of our everyday life. For most people today, there are more ways to connect to the internet than ever before. People use computers, tablets, smartphones, and many other devices. When you're online, do you think about who might be seeing what you're doing? Your parents, or your guardians. Your school and even the government might be able to see what you're doing online. Many people have different points of view about who should be able to check on their online activity. Read to learn about these different opinions. Private or public. In some cases, people make public posts online that they know can be seen by anyone. In other cases, they use privacy settings to choose who can see what they post. However, there are other ways for people to get around privacy settings. Parents or guardians or school and other groups that monitor online activity generally state that they doing this for safety reasons. They might believe it helps fight online bullying, known as cyberbullying, and they can even help protect the country in some cases. An adult's right to know. Parents and guardians have many ways to see what the children are doing online. Computers, smartphones, and other devices have programs. Adults can use to monitor that websites their children visit. Should parents or guardians be allowed to see this without telling their children? Many adults believe that they have a right to know what their children are doing online. They want to make sure that their children are using safe websites and apps. They also want to know who their children are interacting with online. Some people who took kids online want to hurt them, and adults want to keep their children safe. A kid's right to privacy. Many adults believe they should check their children's online activity if they think their children is in some kind of trouble. However, many young people believe that they have a right to privacy. They see some parts of the internet as a private space their parents or guardians should respect. Most people agree that it is the best for adults and children to talk openly and often about online activity. If parents or guardians set rules about the internet and they're opening to change them as their children grow, they won't always have to feel as they're spying on the kids. Schools and safety. Schools often monitor young people's online activity. When kids use the internet at school, they can be monitored to make sure they are only using approved websites. This keeps them on task and makes sure they are safe on school computers. In some cases, schools also look what the students do online when they're not in the school building. When students are being cyberbullied outside the internet activity, they can be looked at by school. This is seen as a way to protect students and punish bullies. Inside and outside of school. Although schools have a clear way to monitor what students do online, what students do on school computers, things aren't so clear when it comes to students' personal devices. Should school be able to see online posts made out of school and punish students for them? Some students and students' rights believe school shouldn't monitor what students post online on their own time using their own device. They believe doing so to take away to student rights for free speech. They also believe school officers shouldn't be able to get much information about student lives. Let's go to the next chapter. A matter of nationality secretary. Sometimes people who don't know you at all might want to see what you're doing online. If the police or government officers think you did something against the law, they can get a warrant to look at your computer or smartphones and your internet search history. In some cases, parts of the government, such as the Nationality Secretary, NSA, or NSA, don't need a warrant to see what you're doing online. Government officials have studied that this kind of monitoring or surveillance keeps people safe. For example, it saves from terrorists before they hurt people. Spying or safety. Many Americans believe government surveillance goes against the U.S. Constitution, which gives all American citizens the right for free speech. The Constitution also protects the people against unreasonable researches. Some people believe government surveillance is a kind of unreasonable search through information that should be private. The fight over greater freedom or greater security has been going on ever since American latest days. However, 74% of Americans in a 2014 study states that they don't believe privacy and freedom should be given up in favor of safety. What's your opinion? When your kids certain groups of people, such as school officials and your parents or guardian, monitor what you do on the internet. As you get older, different people, such as your boss, sometimes look at what you're doing online to make sure people aren't wasting time at work. Some companions monitor the internet activity of people who work there. Many people can see what you're doing online. However, just because people can, that doesn't always mean they should. Who do you think should be able to see what you're doing online? Who can see what you're doing online? Bosses, companions, parents or guardians, school officers, government departments. These are just some of the people who can see what others are doing online. Do you think any of these people should be able to monitor your internet activity? Approve means to officially say that something is good. Device means a tool used for a certain purpose. Information means knowledge or facts about something. Interact means to come together and have an effect on each other. Monitor means to observe and check on some things. Policy is a set of rules for how something is done. Program means a set of code that runs on a computer and performs certain tasks, also called software. Protect means to keep. Protect means to keep safe. Punish means to correct someone for doing something wrong. Terrorist means a person who uses violent acts to frighten people as a way of trying to achieve a political goal. Warrant means a document issued by a legislative government official allowing a law enforcement officer to take action to carry out the law. Okay, now we're doing who should see what you're doing online. Our next book is about should junk food be banned in school.